Welcome back to our channel where we bring you the most intriguing stories from the world of basketball. Today, we're diving into the archives to uncover the top 7 shortest players in NBA history. From pint-sized powerhouses who defied the odds to vertically challenged superstars who left their mark on the game, this list is sure to surprise and inspire you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to witness the incredible feats of these basketball legends who proved that size doesn't always matter. Who is the top shortest NBA player of the history? Place number 7. Wataru Watanabe. At just 5'7", Wataru Watanabe may have been considered short, but his struggles with discrimination due to his Japanese heritage were far more challenging. Born in Ogden, Utah, Misaka experienced racial prejudice during his high school years, which coincided with the beginning of World War II. Despite the challenges, he went on to attend the University of Utah and played for the Utah Utes basketball team. Misaka helped his team win the NCAA championship in 1944 before he left college to serve in the U.S. Army, which included a deployment in Japan. In Hiroshima, he interviewed atomic bomb survivors and experienced being viewed as a traitor by many. Misaka returned to the University of Utah after his service in the Army and played an integral role in the team's NIT championship win in 1947. He then joined the New York Knicks as their point guard for a brief period between 1947 and 1948, making history as the first non-Caucasian and Asian American to play in the NBA, which was then known as the Basketball Association of America. In 1999, Misaka was inducted into the Utah Sports Hall of Fame to honor his contribution to basketball. Place number 6. Louis "Red" Klotz. Louis "Red" Klotz is known for his fiery red hair and his diminutive 5'7" build. Perhaps his most notable achievement was founding the Washington Generals, who have engaged in exhibition games against the Harlem Globetrotters for over 50 years. Klotz started his basketball career as a point guard for the Baltimore Bullets in 1947. After 5 years, he purchased the Philadelphia Spurs of the American Basketball League and changed their name to the Washington Generals. The Generals were invited to tour with the Harlem Globetrotters in 1953. And since then, Klotz's team has become a legend, not for winning, but for their regular losses against the Globetrotters. Despite over 13,000 losses, Klotz always played to win. In 1995, he changed the team's name to the New York Nationals to change their luck, but it was reverted back to the Washington Generals in 2007. Klotz has been acknowledged for bringing out the best in the opponents. Most significantly, he served as a basketball ambassador, spreading the game's love throughout the world. Place number 5. Greg Grant. Standing at just 5'7", Greg Grant was one of many NBA players who had to compensate for his lack of height with skill and vigor. Jim Linham, who managed the Philadelphia 76ers, put it succinctly: "He's a spark plug, a guy who can come off the bench and get the crowd involved and change the flow of it." In 1989, Grant was drafted and spent a year with the Phoenix Suns before becoming a free agent and signing with the New York Knicks in 1990. In 1991, he joined the Philadelphia 76ers as a point guard and played with them until 1993 before joining the Orlando Magic in 1994. Grant credited Lino with giving him the opportunity he had always wanted and providing him with a boost in confidence during his time with the 76ers. Following his playing career, Grant returned to his hometown of Trenton, New Jersey, and established a sports academy. In 2009, he published his book, 94 Feet and Rising: The Journey of Greg Grant to the NBA and Beyond, which chronicles his improbable journey to the NBA. Place number 4. Anthony "Spud" Webb. Standing at a mere 5'7", Anthony "Spud" Webb is one of several players on this list who proved that height doesn't determine skill in professional basketball. Despite his height, the point guard played an impressive 814 games in the NBA and maintained an average of 9.9 points per game. Webb's talent first caught national attention during his exceptional performance for the Midland College Chaparrals in the 1982 Junior College Championship, which led to a 93-88 victory for Midland. Webb was offered a scholarship by North Carolina State University, NCSU, in 1983 and is still recognized at NCSU as a satellite who could practically leap into orbit. In 1985, Webb signed with the Atlanta Hawks and went on to play with the Sacramento Kings, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Orlando Magic. He is remembered for winning the 1986 NBA Slam Dunk Contest, making him the shortest player ever to achieve this feat. Place number 3, Melvin Hirsch. Melvin Hirsch, a point guard whose height is only 5'6", is not well known in the history of NBA. Born in New York in 1921, Hirsch attended Brooklyn College, NY, in the early 1940s and played basketball for their team. In the last game of the 1941 season, the New York Times reported that if Brooklyn had 2 or 3 more Mel Hirschs, the outcome might have been different, for Hirsch was all over the floor, sneaking in for rebounds and intercepting an occasional pass. In 1946, Hirsch joined the Boston Celtics in the then-called Basketball Association of America. Although the Celtics did not make it to the playoffs, Hirsch played 13 games and scored 19 points for the team. The Boston Garden where Hirsch played is shown in the picture above. Place number 2, Earl Boykins. Earl Boykins commenced playing basketball at an early age, and due to his small stature, he had to master dribbling with a tennis ball. As a toddler, he was smuggled into games in his father's gym bag. Boykins, who stands at only 5'5" and weighs 133 pounds, can reportedly bench press 315 pounds, nearly 2.5 times his weight, according to his NBA bio. Boykins joined the Eastern Michigan University from 1994 to 1998 and was a part of the Eagles basketball team, where he became the second highest scorer in the nation. The point guard quickly became recognized for his exceptional court awareness, quickness, ball handling, and passing and shooting abilities. Despite not being picked by an NBA team after college, he still made his presence felt in the game through short-term contracts. In 2008, he even played a season with Virtus Bologna in the Italian League. He was later signed by the Washington Wizards in 2009 and went on to play for the Milwaukee Bucks and Houston Rockets in the following years. Place number 1, Tyrone Bogues. Tyrone Bogues received his nickname from local players when he was growing up in Baltimore, Maryland. He was so talented in defense that they claimed he was mugging them. At a height of 5'3", Bogues is the smallest player in the NBA history. He had to demonstrate his abilities each day and demonstrate that he can stand on the same level as giants. What drives him is when people say he can't do something because he's too short. He thinks to himself, oh yeah, he's been that way all his life, according to his wife, Kim. Bogues' ex-teammate Larry Johnson stated that the team relied on his energy. And Spud Webb said, Muggsy is a spark on offense and a real pest on defense. There is no higher compliment. From 1983 to 1987, Bogues attended Wake Forest University and played basketball. He was selected into the NBA after finishing college and played for 14 seasons, most notably as a guard for the Charlotte Hornets. He now serves as the head coach for the United Faith Christian Academy basketball team.